Hello there, everyone, and a very happy Monday. I do hope that you're having a good start to your week, and also I hope you had a good weekend too. So, we are streaming both on Facebook and YouTube today, and we do have a new release. So, it is a standalone release. So, we have a few beautiful standalone dies to share with you all. The lovely Joanna is going to be behind the badge today, and she will add in all of the links, and also she's giving me a little nudge. So, if you do share this live stream, you are in with a chance of winning a $15 gift certificate to the Altenew store. So then, everyone, I can see there are a few people there. Please wave and say hi. I am going to move you guys down now so we can see what we are going to be working on today. Thank you. Okay. Oh, we're a little bit out of shot there. Sorry, everyone. Hello there, Diane, and thank you so much for sharing, Bobby. So I am going to get straight into looking at the new things. I do have some samples at the side to show you how these come together, but we will be using these today. Please let me know your favorites. Hello there, Nancy and Stacy and Badia, and Cece and Kay and Maria. Thank you so much for doing this. So this one is the mini flower cluster layering die set. It's a little bit of a mouthful, but it is very, very pretty. So we have a number of different layers and then a center layer to create these really pretty flower cluster here. The leaves themselves don't necessarily have to go in as it's pictured here. You can move these around, but the cluster of the flowers will stay the same. So that is the beautiful mini flower cluster. I'll just move this in so you can see the flowers on a card. Hi there, everyone else that has popped in, and thank you so much for sharing. Hey there, Chris and Sue and Jen. So no worries, Sue. So this one is the mini flower cluster layering die set. So I'll just move that over to the side. Thank you so much for sharing, everyone. This one is the whimsical garden layering die set. So these ones have 2 layers each, so a base and an outline. And then this one here just has like an outline image there, but it's really pretty. So these, on here, it does look like they're quite small, but these are really quite big. So the image here is, you know, it's sizable, and it does take up a lot of room on a card front. I'll just move this one in. And you can see that I've just used the images there, cut from some turquoise and some navy, and then just pop those onto the front of the card. This one has shifted over a little. Oops, never mind. Okay, then we have the Fancy Kisses die. These aren't in any order today, I am sorry. So this one has the little kisses, and also you're going to get that separate heart when that does cut that out too. I've used it on this card here. You can see that we have the kisses, and then instead of using the little dot on the ear, because I did lose it, I used the little heart piece instead. But it still looks cool. I'm going to move that one over to the side because I used a different die set for that one too. Then we have the Mantle Decor Spring die set. So this one does work with the Mantle die set, the one that creates this scene here. And then you're going to get all of these other little images here that you can really play around with your fireplace image. Okay. Oops, I didn't show my little card. Sorry. So instead of actually using the mantle, because that wasn't in the set, I just used all of the other little images to create this really cute little shelf image here. Hello there, Dawn. Then we have the circle elements die. So if you do like circles on your cards, this one may be for you. It will cut into your cardstock, but not out of it. So it's going to cut into this and then leave the rest of the image attached to the cardstock. Hopefully that does make sense. But you have 3 different kinds of images there, and I've just used one of them on a card, and you can see just how pretty that is there. Hello there, Sue and Badia. Yep, I like circle dies too, and this one here I think is going to be my favorite. Now this one looks a little bit deceiving to start off with, but it is really, really cool. So this one is 3D banner die set, and you have 2 different dies in here. This one is really quite large, but okay, so it doesn't really look like much, but when you do pop it together, you're going to be creating this really fun 3D banner. You can see that that one's not attached there. Kind of folds over, which is really, really pretty. So hi there, Jen, and hello, Auntie Alison. So that one is the 3D banners. Then we have the decorative swirls die set. So I did leave one over to the side. So this one here that I've created this heart with was just this image here. So this is a great one to add to all of your little flower clusters if you do like swirls as well. That one is that one. Next up, we have the Slim Sentiments die set. Now, if you do love your slimline cards, these are going to fit perfectly on there. They do cut with the line underneath, so it's all going to come out as one piece, so you don't have to kind of fiddle about with all of these little tiny letters to get them nice and straight on your card. Just a little ruler at the bottom of this line will work perfectly. And last but not least, we have the Reflections die. So you have this kind of water ripple effect on this one. A great one for adding just a little something to your background. You can either add in a really light cardstock like this, or if you wanted to create more of a bolder scene, use some more bolder colors. So there we go. Yeah, the wish list does get longer and longer. So please let me know your favorites, and we will get on to doing something with it. You know, I always do. I try to do at least one thing with, you know, what we have. Oh, I forgot something else. Sorry, everyone. I don't know if you've seen this, but whoop. Sorry about that. But look at this foam tape. It is just magical. So this is the Instant Dimension foam tape. You can see it's a large roll. So this is going to, you know, last you a little while. And you know me, I kind of use it a lot while I've got it. But then when it gets to about that big, I kind of hoard it a little bit. But hopefully this one is going to last me a while. Okay. Okay, the circles are a lot of people's favorites. I was going to grab out some pattern paper, so I'm going to do that now. It doesn't matter which foam tape I do grab, just as long as I grab one. Okay, I grabbed a couple, just so we can show those circles off. Okay, so is there a preference of which circle? I've already used this one, so maybe we should go for the kind of lattice one or the grid one. Please let me know. I'm just going to cut a panel. The trellis. Okay. Let's go with the trellis one. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the trellis. I'm just going to pop that into place. I'm just going to go in the center, but you can go wherever you want to. So like I said, it's going to cut into the cardstock and leave that pattern in there. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this through my die cutting machines. So I'll leave this face up. I think I'm going to go with this one, but if you do have another preference of which pattern paper you think I should pop behind this circle, please let me know. This is from the Fuchsia Soiree stamp set. I mean, pattern paper pack. I don't think there's going to be much, if any, stamping today. I'm sorry I can't do my die cutting in a panel up there, but my die cutting machine is huge. Okay, so this one did cut out the whole piece, but I think we can pop it back in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get rid of all of these little pieces. I do have one of those little rolling machines now. This is really quite quick for this rolling machine, but I'm not sure if I'm making more mess than I usually would with my little hat pin. I don't know. But let's face it, it did take far less time than my little hat pin. Okay, so get rid of all those. I do want to attach this back in. Okay, so those to the side. I'm going to flip this over because I'm going to attach it from behind. Is that the way it comes out? Nope. There we go. Yeah, I think the grid and the trellis do pop out. It's just the circular kind of gradient effect that doesn't pop out. So I surprised myself because that's the only one I used out of that stamp set. I am sorry for confusing everyone. So I'm just going to add a little bit of my mystical magical foam tape around the outside edge, kind of going over where the trellis cuts out. I seem to have dog fur everywhere. Yeah, the weather's changing, so Evie is molting. Just one more piece. Okay, so that's kept my trellis in. But it looks so cool. Let's add some foam tape. Hi, Penny. Hope everything is good. Just one more little piece. I'm trying to not to use too much. Okay. So someone said the watery pink. So I'm going to go with this one then. Or whichever comes out first. So this one is the Fuchsia Soiree. There it is. You can see it through, but there's not really much of a pattern. Maybe we can, that one. And then we only have to use that corner piece as well. I'm a bit frugal with my pattern papers. But hey, you should always use your pattern papers because you hoard them and hoard them and hoard them. And then when you come to look at them again, there may be some things that you don't quite like anymore. So use them while you like them. Penny, we are all good here. Thank you for asking. Okay, so I'm going to pop that over. And there we go. Hopefully hopefully you can see that little pattern in the background, but that is just so cute. So that is the circular elements die set, and I'll just grab the sample out again. You can see that the sizes are different as well, and you're going to get very different kind of looks. Ah. Oh, the purple stripes. Oh, buddy, yeah, on this. Yeah, this is a really cool paper pack. So lots of different things in there. Some gold ones too. Okay, so that one is the fuchsia swirly. You know, I might keep using that one. All right, we will get on to the other things. But what I wanted to do was use the reflections die, and oops, I'm dropping things over, and the primary artist markers. So I'm just going to create a really kind of rough rainbow onto this piece of cardstock. I'm not worrying about the lines being perfect. So that was the ruby red, I believe. This one is the autumn blaze, sorry. Okay, then I'm going to go with the yellow. Hi, Samara. This one is the mango smoothie. Okay. Green. Let's go with this one. This one is the frayed leaf. Oops. I think this one needs refilling. Yeah, there's not a lot of juice left in that one. Sorry, it can do it. Just needs a bit of a refill and you'll be fine again. Blue. Ocean waves. I might need to add that green down there just to blend that out a little bit more. But again, don't worry too much about it. And then last but not least, we need a purple. Oh, buddy. Okay, and lavender fields. Oops. The baby. Okay, so we've created kind of a pretty gradient piece of cardstock. Move those over without knocking everything over. So this one is the reflections die. I'm going to cut this on there. We'll cut off these side bits a little bit, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this, try and give you something to look at while I'm cutting away. So hopefully that's okay, everyone. Hi, Maureen. Okay, and hi, Mrs. Temp. I'm just going to run this through. Standing up to do it, so it's quicker. I do need like a medium-sized cutting machine. So I've either got my huge one or my little one. There's no in between. Gently. It's quite delicate. I think this one would go perfectly with the Modern Swans stamp set from one of the recent releases. I mean, you could keep all the inside pieces if you wanted to. Yay. My bin is overflowing, so that just quite literally went on my floor. So you can see just how pretty that is there. And even though that we didn't blend it properly, it wasn't completely perfect, you can't really tell. It just looks really quite cool. So there we go. So that one was the reflections. We've used the circle and the reflections now. Okay. Just trying to keep things in piles so I know I've used them. Okay. Should we go with this set next? I can use my mini blossom for this one. They all fit. Okay. Let's grab some cardstock. Do we have a preference? Should we go pink or purple? Okay, while you guys are deciding, I will start cutting some leaves. Okay, so it says that the base layer is the darkest. So let's go with that. We have pink and we have purples. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 purple and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pink. Okay, this isn't making it any easier. Okay, so I'm just going to do my leaves first. And then I think the middle layer is this green. That still need a bit of tape on it because I can't afford for that to go askew. I'm sorry, buddy, I don't have any yellow out on my desk. I should have, but I don't. Oops. Now I'm throwing things around. It looks like it's going to be purple, but we'll put pink centers in, so hopefully that's okay. I do have a spare one, I think, that is pink. I'll see what I have, but we'll do purple with a pink center. Okay. So I have my leaf layers. Stay there. That one didn't cook particularly well, so we'll just go through that again. Thanks, Claudia. Oh, yeah, you would have thought I would have known. Okay. Trying to keep all of my little things in one place. And then I pop them in the wrong place. So I'm going to do a pink bottom layer because this is in essence just going to be the flower center. This is the new rose petal set, so I'm going to go with that color. It's kind of a pinky purple anyway. And I'm also going to need that. Should have put some double-sided adhesive on the back of this, but I'm not going to worry because it's at the stage where I am hoarding it now. I will pop a bit behind this piece because these are little fiddly centers. So rather than fiddling around, with glue on the tiny pieces, we'll just use some of this. So this is the double-sided adhesive from Altenew. And you do get loads in the package. It's just that I have used loads. I don't know if everyone does know about the All About Layering 6. It was the Dyes edition this time. I mean, it has just finished, but the lesson posts are still up there. And it is free. So if you do want to take a class about layering dyes with me, I would head over to the Altenew website and then join up for the Altenew Academy class, which is all about layering 6. It does say dye edition on it. And you're going to be able to look at, hopefully, look at your dyes in a different way. That's what I did try to do this time around. And this one is going to be the darkest color. I used to always check my dyes first because me and the layering guide, I just kind of assume sometimes and then get it wrong. That has double-sided adhesive on it already, so that's a winner. Let's go with that one. Oh, I got some more. Okay, move that one out. And if anyone has taken the class and they liked it, please let me know. I hope you guys liked it because it did, you know, I did try and think of really different kind of techniques for each of the lessons too. Okay, let's pop this through. Oh no, don't move, little thing. Don't tape it down and it moves. I always recommend to tape it down and then I don't do it myself. It's like Alice. She always gives herself good advice, but she very rarely follows it. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Mrs. Tam. Oh, Nancy, so glad you enjoyed the class. And thank you, Joanna, for putting the link up too. You, my friend, are a star. Thank you, Anne. Yeah, I did try and mix it up a little with the class. So, yeah, tried to do as much as we could with the layering dies. Just pop these over to the side now. Hopefully they've, yeah, that's good. That's good. I have some double-sided adhesive on these ones, so that's making me quite happy. So this one would be the next one. Oh, taking the kisses off my card. Oh no. And you would add the class to your cart on altenew.com. And then I'm not particularly sure. I think you then, it then takes you over to the Altenew Academy website, and then you take the class from there. Hopefully I've got that right. I'm sorry, Joanna, if I haven't. Okay. That's right. Flick red. Yeah, if you do email support@altenew.com, they will be able to give you a list of the UK sellers of Altenew. So I would definitely email support@altenew.com and they will happily give you a list of the UK sellers. Also, I believe if you are part of the Altenew fan group on Facebook, I think the lovely Terry does have a list of UK sellers there as well. I know, Penny. I'm going to lose that somewhere. Okay, so I've done all my diamonds now. It may have taken me a little bit longer than usual, but it's done. Hopefully, don't lose the kisses. And let's grab the pieces. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the base layer. I kind of always keep my guide to the side of me. I really do think that helps. And positioning the dies the same way as they're positioned on the guide also helps too. So it's easier for you to see where things are going to go. So that is our first layer. And I'm going to take the second layer. And this does have the tape, double-sided tape on it. I do have a little hat pin that I use to kind of poke things out and get the backing off easily. This one is just going to line up perfectly onto this one and kind of just leave the holes for those flower centers. So just line it up one end and then just use your fingers to manipulate it until that whole of that base is covered around the edges, and then you can just see the little centers in there. And then this layer here. Oops. That's a good piece of tape. I'm keeping that one. Okay, pretty sticky. Again, my little hat pin works wonders. Just going to line it up along this edge here because that kind of completely covers that flower. Same with this flower here. And just move it around until that's nicely in place there. Then we have this one. Now this comes in a number of different pieces, so don't lose the number of different pieces. That's mine. So you can see that we have 3 that come separately as well as this large piece here. This one. This one can be a little tricky to get out, so just be careful with it because it is quite delicate. And this one is going to line along this petal and that petal and around this flower here. You can see how easy this is to pop together. And then if you kind of manipulate this to where things go, and you can take a look at this too. We have this piece here, which is just going to go over on this petal here, those 2 petals. Then we have this piece, which is going to kind of make the other petal. So it kind of goes in here to kind of distinguish between those 2 flowers. There we go. And then we have this separate highlight piece. There we go. So there are the pretty flowers. Not completed yet because I forgot about the little centers. Now, now again, I would use the layering guide for these to make sure where they're going. And they're just going to fit in within that flower center. Oh, food. Oh yeah, I made a really good burger today. Didn't have any dessert though, so I may need some chocolate afterwards. I'm thinking that's the case. If anyone has any chocolate, eat it for me. Tell me what it was like so I can live eating chocolate through you. So I can maybe start a diet. Yeah. But if you know me, you know as soon as I start a diet and I know that I can't eat things, that's when I really do want to eat things. Otherwise, I could probably happily let them go for a while, but then once I tell myself I'm not supposed to eat them, to be eating them, that's when I really need to eat them. Oh, a flake. Thanks, Bayer. Tell me how good it is. There are other chocolate bars available too. Okay. And put this in. Yeah, this pink and purple, it kind of looks pop artish to me. I mean, I don't really get pink flower centers, but I think that looks really cool. Thank you, Radia. Yeah. I think we've still got chocolate from the selection boxes left from Christmas. See, like I said, I can go for months without eating it, but when I know I'm not supposed to be eating it, that's when I need to. I'm just going to add some glue tape. Okay. These leaves are really easy to put together. I don't necessarily have to look at the guide for these. And like I said, you don't necessarily have to put these leaves exactly how it says on this little cluster here, because they are separate. They're not all one piece. So there's those layers. And then we have two separate pieces. This one goes on this one. This is the only little thing I need to use the layering guide up for. It's just placing these little pieces on the leaves. There's that one. And then this one kind of distinguishes against these leaves, so it looks like one's on top of the other. Okay. So there we go. I can move it down a little bit if that's helpful. But that is all the little images from the flower clusters. We do have a pink one and a blue one over here, so you can see just the different color cardstock we'll make. There's a blue one. And pink one. Oh, come on, little pink one. There you go. I need to make rainbow ones now, so I can kind of have them all rainbowy coming down the page. That would be very cool. So if you have time, maybe make some rainbow ones. Okay. There we go. So that is that. Let's do these. So this is the spring decor. I'm just going to take all of these little elements out. Let's create some flowers to go in with these, shall we? So I'm not going to necessarily use that one. I'm going to cut these out of some white cardstock. If I can find them. I did have some. Yep. Let's just cut these elements. Oops, I've gone onto the wrong plate. Not that it makes a whole lot of difference, but I still try to keep the top plate uncut into. These little things are just so cute. Okay. Again, kind of living dangerously and not taping them down. Yeah, everything's shaking. Thank you, Carmen. Okay. I need a little bowl so I can put them in. Or I can just put them on the packaging. That might be a good idea. Just tidy up after yourself, Lydia. Is anyone else like me and they just kind of throw things off to the side and then struggle to find them again? Please say it's not me. Okay. These are just so sweet. Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm so bad. Maple tape everywhere. Like water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. So I'm going to put my little images back in their little places. I do find that's easier way for me to colour them. I'm going to use the Summer Valley Garden markers just to colour these in. And a bit of a darker one. That was the Firefly. This one is the Shadow Creek. Shadow. As you can see, not really paying that much attention to it. As I go over with this again to blend it out. I'm going to go with some blue flowers. This is the water garden. This one is the lightest, so that one's the dewdrops. And then a dark one, Aqualicious. To the center, into the face. Okay, let's make these little vases like terracotta. Let's try. So again, from the water garden. Okay, that's come out and it's not going back in without a fight. So I've got the milk chocolate. Just going to go around the edge with that. And the hazelnut. Yeah, Nancy, you know me. Just going around the edges again. Blending it out. Not really worrying about it. It'll do it by itself. Okay, and then last but not least, the butternut. All over. I am going to have a brown fingertip though. Okay. Let's make a little panel for this to go onto. There you go. That's my panel. Why is the light not great today? I am sorry, everyone. Okay. While they're in there, what I am going to do is just add some tape on the back. That's going to be easier than fiddling about with it. If it's in there, it's in there for a reason. It will help you out. Oops. What we need is a shelf. We can't just be popping these on. That will do. Oh, hazelnut chocolate. Yeah, fruit and nut. Okay, so I'm going to pop my little vases down just for the time being. I don't know why I flipped that over after I'd glued it. Thank you, Radia. Yeah, you know me. Okay, so now I can take these images out. You will have to be quite careful. This one didn't seem to have cut all the way through, so I'll have to skip him. This one's fine. Yeah, if that one had cut all the way through, I would use it, but it didn't. There we go. A really cute little image, and I think it's kind of welcome to your new home kind of look. I think it's quite cute. So that is that one. Okay, so we don't have long left, so I am going to show you the 3D banner die set. And I really don't have much room on my desk now. So I have the two pieces. Now this one you're going to have, well, you're not going to have to, but I'm going to cut out of some white cardstock. And it is a large piece that you're going to need. trying to find my scissors and that is not going to work, so I'm just going to grab another pair. Because I would be here to the end of the hour trying to find my scissors under that. Well, okay. So there's that. I'm also going to cut the shadow. I feel that having the shadow really does help pop this together. You don't necessarily need to use it if you don't want to. Right, I'm going to cut those 2 pieces there. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these off to the side. Just going to run it through one, so hopefully it won't take too long. And I'm going to do them both at the same time. Okay. So I'm just rolling it through. Sorry, I've disappeared, everyone. Okay, now I'm back. See, I'm here. Okay. So I have my pieces. Right. So before you do stick this together, I would recommend you stamp your sentiment on here. Let's just grab one. I have the sentiment strips, and there is a way of, getting them to work. Now, okay, there are going to be 2 pieces that stamp, so it's going to be this one and this one. So the odd numbers, no stamping. The even numbers, that's where you can stamp your sentiment. Just going to grab 2 out of here. So proud of you. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, we'll go with you're amazing. Tell you what, there is going to be some tidying up to do tomorrow. So I'm going to place that down. And then I'm just going to kind of give it a little bit of a nudge each way. I'm not going to use my obsidian. I'm going to use some. I never use purple for my sentiment, so let's see how it goes. Okay. Fine. Still need to start quickly. Okay. Give it a little bit of a notch at that end. A little bit of a, ooh. That's a big notch, but hey, I'm going with it. Claudia, the purple sentiment is just for you. Okay. There we go. Nice and clean. I'll grab my bone folder. I do find the bone folder helps. Now, when you run this through your die cutting machine, you do have score lines on there to help you fold them. Just that one's fold. Okay, so I'm going to add tape just to these 3 pieces now. On that. And then take my banner. I think I may have done it the opposite way. It's all right, I could just turn that over. No big deal. And oops. Start with one end. Kind of line up the fishtail. What have I done today? Maybe I've gone the opposite way with the banner. Maybe I should hold it the other way. Oh, never mind. Oh, I did have it right. Okay. Sorry, everyone. I just needed to look at it a different way. Then I'm going to line this piece up. And it will give you that bend on your banner. And then the fishtail again. And there we go. You can pop some foam tape between the layers if you wanted to in here, but once you've added it onto that shadow piece, I don't necessarily think you need the foam tape. It will just stay as it is. So that is that. So everyone, I'm going to move you up now. Okay, I just need to find my computer. Oh, this desk is not going to be fun to clear up tomorrow. I mean, it's pretty. It's a pretty mess, but yeah, it can wait till the morning. So everyone, thank you so much for joining me. It has been a pleasure to have you all here and show you through some of the new products. We didn't manage to get through them all, but you can take a look at all the new products on our webpage, and they are all there for you to gaze at and stare at adoringly. Also, if you do want a little bit more inspiration, you can check out the blog hub, which starts over on our card blog today. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Badia. Thank you so much for joining me. It has been a pleasure, and thank you so much for sharing. I will see you again very, very soon. Have a great week. See you soon. Bye-bye.